Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Takes the handoff. It's Marsh. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 10. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. The pitch.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position, just they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation. They practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Goes to the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
10, Miami, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers.
He's going to throw deep right side. Fires and picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense working from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy. You know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Feeling some heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run, and he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. On the option. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Here comes the option. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Nebraska 10, Miami 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Hard running there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. On the option. And they get him down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense is going to try to run the ball again.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. San Jose State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory there in the capital of Silicon Valley. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Flips it out to the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down and throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
Field goal is good, and that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to the quarterback. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Bill.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. And as he throws, that pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
Still just a two-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
On the option. At the 20, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The option look. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Man, the defense had that one completely bottled up, and he eventually just had to live to find another play.
Yeah, I love the discipline on defense, too. Everybody where they're supposed to be. Everybody staying in the gaps. They just kept funneling the ball to the outside. Inevitably, that guy had nowhere to go.
And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a depth.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The give to the left side. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jennings. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Crosses the 40. All kinds of running room. The 30. Running inside the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Nebraska, 22, Miami, 7.
And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought...